What a good one to end the week or start the week. Depends on how you look at it. We think Sunday's the end of the week and then Monday starts the week. But if you're one of those people, like most people, who maybe say Sunday starts the week, then happy start of the week. Our workout today is going to be every 3 minutes for 7 sets. So it doesn't seem that bad, and it's not going to be, I promise, just kidding. So it's going to be 12 alternating dumbbell snatches to start. Then you have 6 lateral burpees over a dumbbell. Then you got 12 goblet reverse lunges, followed by another 6 lateral burpees over your dumbbell. Seems easy. Maybe it is, if you're really fit. So choosing the appropriate weight, we want to get these rounds completed under 2 minutes. Ideally, we want to be closer to that 1.5 minute mark than that 2 minute mark. That's going to give you about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes between the rounds to rest. So you're getting through this as quickly as you can. You're going an all-out sprint, and you're getting as much rest as you possibly can before the next 3 minutes starts. With the 12 alternating dumbbell snatches, you gotta switch back and forth, right to left, for 6 each side, going all the way to the ground, coming all the way up. You can do either a muscle snatch or a power snatch. We'll review both in just a second. Then those 6 lateral burpees over the dumbbell. What we want you focusing on today is staying really low and making sure the feet are actually clearing the dumbbell and not just sliding across to the other side. For the goblet reverse lunges, you're just banging those out. Again, it's gonna be 6 each side, 12 total reps. You're stepping backwards and then back to your standing positions rather than how we usually step forward and then step back into our standing position. So just make sure you catch that little caveat there. So, our alternating dumbbell snatches. Here's how we're gonna rock and roll with it. We are going to start by straddling that dumbbell with about a squat stance. I need that dumbbell pointing the same direction as my feet if I want to switch hands in the air. If you're planning on switching hands on the ground, you can potentially have the dumbbell this way instead if that feels better for you. But again, if you're looking to be fast and change hands in the air, you cannot hold the dumbbell this way. So I'm going to point the dumbbell the same direction as my feet. I'm going to lower my hips, keep my shoulders over my hips, and I'm going to make sure my back's nice and flat. From here, I'm going to squeeze my hips aggressively, drive my elbow up high, and then I'm punching that dumbbell out to the sky. So I'm making sure my wrist and elbow and shoulder are all stacked over one another, and I'm keeping my core down, not arching to get that lockout right over my body. I need to keep this core nice and locked and avoid any back injuries. So from this locked out position, I'm gonna drop this dumbbell down, I'm gonna switch hands, tap the ground, and I'm going right back up. Those last 2 reps, last 3 reps I did was a muscle snatch where I just locked my hips out and finished with the high elbow pull and press. Now I'm going to show you what the power snatch looks like, where I'm going to re-dip underneath that dumbbell. So as I get my aggressive pop up, I'm going to drop back underneath and snap out under. I can't just now bring the dumbbell down. I have to stand all the way up first, then switch hands and go into the next one. You can do whichever option you like today. The muscle snatch is a little bit faster, but it's gonna fatigue those shoulders a little bit more, versus the power snatch is a little slower, but it should save your shoulders, all right? So that's your dumbbell snatch. Next is going to be our burpees, lateral, going over this dumbbell. So we all know and love that burpee. We're gonna try to get that chest all the way to the ground today. If not, you can do your burpee kickback. So what I'm gonna do is put my hands down to the ground, feet go back. When my feet kick up, I'm gonna make sure they land next to my dumbbell. I'm actually gonna stay on my toes here. I'm gonna pop over, and then I'm going right back down. So you notice I'm keeping my hands low to the floor the whole time. I'm not standing all the way up, popping, and then wasting energy going all the way back down. We want to be low and be fast with these 6 burpees in both the first time and second time we're doing these each round. Last move we haven't gone over yet is those 12 goblet reverse lunges. So you're then gonna pick your dumbbell up. You can hold it a couple different ways. Number one, you can hold both hands on one head, keep it tucked into that chest under the chin, just like this. The other option is each hand can be holding ahead of the dumbbell, still tucked into the chest right under that chin. Choose whichever one you prefer. I'm gonna set my feet up just about under my hips, maybe slightly wider than that. And I'm gonna take a big step back. I'm gonna gently tap that knee, and then that's my cue to stand right back up. We don't wanna be smashing our knee into the ground. We need to control the knee and then stand right up, pressing out of the heel of our front foot. Couple things to keep in mind. When you're lunging, you want your front shin to be vertical the whole time,
and your back thigh to be vertical as well as you press out to that standing position. So you would have 6 lunges, each leg alternating your right and left legs. Again, we're looking to get this done in 1.5 to 2 minutes, closer to the 1.5 minute mark. If you find yourself already approaching that 2-minute mark or going over it in the first couple rounds, we have to cut the reps somewhere. We're probably going to cut the burpees, so cutting them down to maybe 5 each round or 4 each round, just so we can save a little time and make sure we're getting adequate amount of rest before starting the next round. This is going to be a great one to end the week on, team. Every 3 minutes for 7 sets. Good luck.